Hey Broncos guru, Boneheaded Boaters of the week. Looks like someone misplaced their boat.
It doesn't take much for things to get out of hand in boating, and today we're going to explore a little bit about that. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. As you know, we're doing a giveaway every week this year. This week's no different. Same rules as always, guys. Hit the like button now, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're going to pick our favorite comment, and somebody's going to win a Drain Plug Mafia tumbler. But this week we'll do it a little different, as we're going to do a winner's choice. Going through the Closet O prizes, I happened to find that I had a couple Drain Plug Mafia flags tucked in the back corner still. So this week's winner, your call. Pick your poison, a tumbler, or a flag. Let's go. Now, as we mentioned earlier, today's topic we're going to talk about is things getting out of hand in boating, and there are several reasons things can go wrong. And of course, one of the most basic, common reasons is going to be weather, one of the wiliest things out there on the water. Now, yes, of course, as boaters, we're going to check the forecast. We're going to use every app and every tool possible to try and make sure that our day out on the water is going to be a good one. But as we know with marine forecasts, things change quickly, and very often, well, just frankly, they are wrong. So what do we do if we get caught out on the water and the weather starts to turn on us? Well, you've got one of two options. One, stay out there and ride it out. Two, haul tail back in and call it a day. Now, if you see severe weather coming your way, I definitely recommend that tuck and run method. Let's be honest, when the weather stinks out there on the water, most people aren't going to have a good time being out there anyway. And when weather is coming, it drastically increases the chances of things going wrong. I mean, we do boating news of the week every Wednesday on this channel, and I would bet 75% of the stories we do on that involve weather of some sort. It's very rare that we're reporting about the Coast Guard going out and saving somebody in 1-foot seas with 5-knot winds. The stories almost always go exactly the same. Somebody had mechanical failure, winds were 20 to 30 miles an hour, seas were 15 foot, because once again, weather increases the chances of mechanical failure and other things, of course, going wrong. So if you see weather heading your way and you're out on the water, best bet is to go ahead, tuck and run, and try and get back in. Now, of course, weather is not the only thing that's going to cause things to get out of hand when you're trying to enjoy a day out on the water boating. One of our next major causes, well, that's going to be human error. Yes, we are all human, we all make mistakes. Now, both human error and weather do have some similarities in causing things to go wrong out on the water. One, they can both put the brakes on a fun day out on the water pretty quickly. Two, there's different severity levels. Obviously, both these incidents can have higher impact and lower impact events. Some of them will be nothing more than a bump in the road, while others will be much larger catastrophic events. Now, of course, the main differences between the two is one occurs in nature and the other one's just more of a human effect. Well, I guess the other one could be a natural effect as well if you conform to Darwinism and believe in the whole natural selection thing. Now, human error obviously comes in many different forms. Sometimes it'll be just a slight miscalculation on what you're trying to accomplish on your vessel. Other times it can be not fully understanding your vessel's operational aspects, or it could be not understanding the rules of the road. Or lastly, sometimes it can be just being a Googan. Now, some of you may be asking, what is a Googan? The very generic definition is basically somebody who has little regard for others out on the water, doesn't have a full comprehension of what to do out there, or basic ignorance on the water. You can look up the full definition if you like later. But we can be honest, if you're a boater, we all know that dude. Heck, if you're not a boater, we all know that dude. That person in life, when you see them coming down your local waterway, or maybe at your local boat ramp, or even walking down the hallway at the office, you try and avoid, whether it's for your own safety or whether it's because you know the kind of show that comes along with that person. So instead of confronting them or getting around them, you would rather just sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment that ensues when they're trying to do actions around you. Now, another cause of things to quickly get out of hand on the water, of course, is going to be mechanical failure. Now, this is always a tricky subject. Things can break, things can go wrong at any point in time, but I honestly feel a lot of this sometimes still comes back to that human error aspect. I mean, really think about it. How many times have you been at the boat ramp, watch somebody trying to take a vessel out, struggling to get it started, or just looking at it, you know it's in disrepair, and this person's going out on the water anyway. And then they wonder why things go wrong while they're out there. Darwinism at its finest. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Lynn C, Steph Olivia 74, Josh Knapp, Austin Travakis, Lucinda Pender, and all JJ did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.